inbox, you probably have at least half a dozen emails with a headline that reads something like privacy settings update.
Yeah, and if you're like our Leah Linscheid, they might still be unopened in your email. Leah, I'm with you there. She is live in the newsroom this morning, finding out what those all mean, why you have so many of them, and whether there's anything we all should be doing about it. Good morning, Leah.
Yeah, good morning. I am notoriously bad with my emails. Adam and Danica, you probably know this, so it's not surprising that I hadn't opened probably most of these. Look at the ones that I found this morning that were unopened in my very large inbox. I had one from Spotify, I had one from Google. All of these, they're called improvements to our privacy policy, privacy controls. H&M, Zaful, a couple of different stores there, Venmo, Under Armour, eBay, even another app that I use. All of these, and that's only like half a dozen of probably a dozen or so that I have in my email right now. So what are we doing? Why are we getting all these emails? What do they mean? And is there any risk for our personal information? Well, Chief Information Security Officer at UW-Madison, Bob Turner, joins us this morning with an answer to those questions. Hi, Bob. Thanks for waking up with us.
Well, thanks for having me here.
So why are we getting all these emails? What do they mean? And why are we getting them all at the same time?
Well, the funny part about timing is May 25th. May 25th is when the European Union General Data Protection Regulations went into effect. And so a lot of companies are now scrambling to make sure their policy statements are updated to include the requirements of the European Union, especially if they're like tourist bureaus who are targeting European Union citizens to come to, say, southern Florida or Wisconsin. So the European Union regulations give a lot more protections to the individual by law. So, for example, one of the things they have is one of my favorites is called the right to be forgotten. So it's essentially telling the merchant that you're dealing with or the organization you're dealing with that you can have my information only for the purpose of the transaction which I'm giving it to you. And then you have to do something with it. In other words, protect it. One of the things that I like about this is that it kind of forces you to read what they're going to do with your information. And I think that's good for a lot of citizens to think about. A lot of people in Wisconsin who like their privacy should be looking at those.
That's a question I have. So obviously read all these emails that we're getting, but
yeah,
what do I have to...
You're way behind you.
Yeah, I know. I need to pick it up. What else do I need to do? Do I need to do anything as a consumer to protect my information?
Well, one of the things you have the right to do is tell them that very statement. You're getting my information for this transaction. And that's it. And hopefully if they're keeping your personal information, your name, your address, perhaps if there's some sort of an identity number like your social security number, your driver's license number, they're taking the steps to protect that information. Because if I have those, I can become you. Not hard to do.
Pretty scary stuff. All right, Bob Turner, thanks for joining us this morning. And we're going to have some more tips coming up on our channel3000.com webpage. We're going to actually show you a to-do list of what you need to do when you get these emails. First and foremost, though, like Bob just told us, read them.
So that Under Armour website that you've got there, are you buying, Danica and me, some new kind of Badger paraphernalia there, some Badger swag?
I was looking at some volleyball spandex, Adam. Would you like a pair?
I got to work out a little better.
There we go.
All right, I'll order a medium. How's that sound? Good?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Speaking of fashion statements on campus, there is a new one on the UW-Madison campus that is much more than just